The Galactic Council had classified humans as a Category 3 species, intelligent but harmless. After observing Earth for decades, the aliens concluded that humans were emotional, fragile creatures lacking the natural defenses of other species. Their bodies broke easily, their lifespans were short, and they seemed to fear conflict despite their contradictory history of warfare. First contact went smoothly. The Terran United Government welcomed the alien delegation with open arms, eager for technological exchange and peaceful relations. Earth joined the Galactic Council as a probationary member, with human representatives quickly earning a reputation for being agreeable, even submissive. Ambassador Grill of the Viridian Empire was particularly unimpressed. His species had evolved as apex predators with armored exoskeletons and regenerative abilities. During council meetings, he often dismissed human concerns with condescending clicks of his mandibles. Their greatest advantage is their numerical presence, Grill remarked to his aide. Otherwise, they contribute little of value. The council assigned a diplomatic protection unit to Earth's embassy on the central planet of Nexus. Among the human security personnel was Marine Sergeant Jake Wilson, a veteran of the resource wars who had seen combat across 3 continents. The aliens found his quiet demeanor curious for someone with his physical build and military bearing. The incident occurred during the 6th rotation of the Nexus calendar. A delegation of Viridians had requested a private meeting with Earth's ambassador. Their true intention, however, was intimidation, to pressure humans into surrendering mining rights in their solar system. When the meeting turned hostile, Ambassador Grill slammed his clawed appendage onto the table. "You primitives should understand your place. Your species is weak. You die from falls, from temperature changes, from microscopic organisms. You have no natural weapons, no armor. What could you possibly know of strength?" The room fell silent. Security protocols activated and Sergeant Wilson entered, standing at attention against the wall. Ambassador Grill noticed him and sneered. "Your warrior seems impressive by your standards," Grill clicked. "But even your strongest would fall before a Viridian hatchling." The Earth ambassador sighed. "Sergeant Wilson has seen more combat than anyone in this room. Perhaps he can provide perspective." Wilson stepped forward, his face expressionless. "Permission to speak freely, sir?" "Granted." The Marine faced the Viridian delegation. "You think humans are weak because we're easily injured, but that's exactly why we're dangerous." Grill's translator buzzed with confusion. "Explain." "Every human who reaches adulthood has experienced pain thousands of times. We feel everything. When we're injured, our bodies scream at us. When we're dying, we know it, and we fight against it with everything we have." Wilson moved closer, his voice steady. "You regenerate limbs. We learn to fight without them. You have natural armor. We built better armor. You evolved biological weapons. We designed weapons that can turn planets to ash." The Viridian shifted uncomfortably as Wilson continued. "Our history is written in blood, because we know exactly what death feels like. It's coming for all of us, and we've spent our entire existence fighting against it." Wilson pulled up his sleeve, revealing a network of scars. "Each of these should have killed me. I remember every one. I remember the feeling of my blood pumping out, my vision darkening, my body going cold." The translator struggled to convey the emotional weight behind his words, but the alien delegates leaned forward nonetheless. "The difference between us isn't physical," Wilson said. "It's that humans live our entire lives aware of our mortality. We wake up every day knowing we could die, and instead of accepting it, we rage against it." He gestured toward the Viridian ambassador. "Your species fights for territory, for status. Humans fight for survival, always. Even in peace, we're fighting time itself." Wilson stepped back. "You think we're harmless because we seek peace. But we seek peace precisely because we understand war better than any species that can simply regenerate and forget." A low murmur spread through the alien delegation. An older Viridian bearing ceremonial scars raised a claw. "I have studied your species' conflicts. Your world wars, your Cold War. The brutality is difficult to comprehend." Wilson nodded. Now imagine the species capable of such things knows exactly how fragile they are, how permanent death is, and still chooses to fight when necessary. Ambassador Grill's mandibles twitched nervously. Are you threatening the Viridian Empire? Human? No, sir. I'm explaining why your assessment of human capability is flawed. We're not harmless. We're just choosing not to harm. The Earth ambassador cleared his throat. I believe what Sergeant Wilson is conveying is that humanity's greatest strength comes from our understanding of our greatest weakness. The meeting concluded shortly afterward. The Viridian delegation withdrew their demands regarding the mining rights, requesting instead to open negotiations on mutual defense technologies. Later, council records noted a significant change in how human representatives were treated. The classification of humans was quietly upgraded to Category 1, approach with extreme caution. In private, Ambassador Grill reported to his superiors, "The humans do not fear death because they have not experienced it. They fear death because they live with it every day, and this has made them formidable in ways we cannot calculate. Their weakness is precisely what makes them dangerous. They know what awaits them, and they fight accordingly." Sergeant Wilson returned to his post, unaware that his explanation had fundamentally altered the galactic perception of humanity. To him, he had simply stated what every human inherently understood, that consciousness of mortality was humanity's burden, and paradoxically, its greatest strength. The universe would never underestimate humans again.